Anime physiques are the pinnacle of aesthetics. Think shoulders like Garu, a wide demon back like Baki, and abs that make all the anime baddies fall for you. In this video, I'll break down the exact process to build an anime physique at home using calisthenics and principles that I have developed over 7 years to yield the best results possible. We'll break it up into 4 parts. What constitutes an anime physique, the weekly split, the exact workout days including sets and reps, and the 5 non-negotiable ground rules for long-term success. Keep in mind that anime characters train because they know they can be better and because they know they deserve to be better. Adapt that mindset and don't fuel on self-hate or something like all the TikTok bros tell you to, because that's not normal and that's not healthy, and you'll enjoy the process like 10 times more if you don't do that. Okay, I'll stop yapping now. Let's get into the routine. So what constitutes an anime physique? There's 3 parts to it. Number 1, we need a crazy developed back, like otherworldly proportions from waist to shoulders. We do that by prioritizing our lats in training. The second part is upper chest and shoulders. They will give us that massive look even when wearing a t-shirt. And the third part is of course low body fat to give us muscle separation, cuts that hit deeper than your cyberpunk trauma, and also abs. Low body fat mostly comes down to nutrition. You need to be in a calorie deficit for a long enough time to actually have your abs show, but we still can and should train them with intensity to make them pop more and show at a higher body fat percentage. The workout split we are running is built on 5 sessions per week with 45 minutes to 1 hour each. The split will be pull, push, legs, recovery, upper body, lower body, recovery, or cardio. This is the exact split that I use to become like Toji, minus the gambling addiction and child neglect. Maybe a bit of gambling addiction. Okay, so our number 1 priority will be the back. That's why we put the pull day as the first day of the week when we're still fresh. The first exercise will be the king of all back exercises, the pull-up. It's a core pillar of calisthenics and our main strength and size builder. To perform them properly, activate your shoulder blades by pushing them down, drive your elbows to your hips using your back muscles before coming down slowly with a 2 to 3 second negative and then pulling to the bar as explosively as you can. If you can't do pull-ups yet, don't worry, here's the progressions. Start off with some dead hangs until you can do them for about 30 seconds or very comfortably. If you can do that, move on to scapular pull-ups until you're comfortable, or 10 to 12 clean reps before moving on to negatives. To perform negatives, jump up into the top position before coming down as slow as possible. Aim for 3 to 5 seconds here for 5 to 8 solid clean reps before you can move on to the real pull-up. If you're already at a Baki level and you want to make pull-ups a bit harder, try some archer pull-ups, weighted pull-ups, high pull-ups, or try to progress to the 1-arm variation if you really want to test yourself. If you just spam pull-ups, you will have to walk through those sideways in like 90 days, so be warned. Next up will be Australian pull-ups to build that thickness and get the demon face look that Baki also has. Put your elbows at a 45-degree angle, pull your chest to the bar, retracting your shoulder blades at the top position, squeezing your back muscle, hold that position for like a second before coming down slow and controlled, and then repeating. If you want to make them a bit easier, put your feet flat on the ground and you'll be good. If you want to make them a bit harder, you can adjust the angle or elevate your feet if you're a pro already. Next up, the bicep curls. They work basically the same way, same progressions as well as the Australian pull-ups. You could just reverse your grip. To build up grip strength and forearm size, we will use some dead hangs as a finisher. I'll put the full workout with sets and reps included on screen right now. You could just screenshot this and save it somewhere and then perform it whenever you're ready. Okay, so next up, the push day. Our priorities, as I already said, were shoulders and the upper chest. So the first exercise that we are working up towards is the handstand push-up or wall handstand push-up. It is very advanced, so here's the progression. Start with pike holds for 30 seconds. If those get easy, you can move on to pike push-ups for about 8 to 10 reps. If you can do those, move your feet higher and higher until you're basically in a full handstand and can do the wall handstand push-ups. If you want to get to the full handstand push-up, you still have to work your handstand balance and combine the two. The next exercise is another core pillar of calisthenics to build chest roundness and a full tricep. I'm of course talking about the dip. If you can't do them yet, the progressions are pretty similar to the pull-ups, so I'll talk you through them. Start by practicing dip holds for about 30 seconds If you master those, you can move on to partial reps, aim for 10 to 12 clean reps before moving on to dip negatives. Aim for a 3 to 5 second negative with 5 to 8 comfortable reps. If you manage those, congratulations, you have unlocked the full dip. If you want to make the dip even harder, try some weighted dips, hold them at the bottom with a short pause, or just spam 10,000 reps like Goku probably would do it, and once you've mastered those, your chest will probably be bigger than Nami's. Next up is push-ups. I know you have done them at like 2 AM because you randomly got motivated and didn't want your family to wake up. They are excellent for chest, triceps and shoulder growth. If you can't do them yet, put your hands on some sort of elevation. The higher the elevation, the easier the push-up will be. If you want to progress, just lower down the elevation further and further until you're on the floor, and then you have unlocked the full push-up. If you want to make them harder, my favorite variations are diamond push-ups, weighted push-ups with a backpack and water bottles, archer push-ups or one-arm push-ups. We'll finish off with some planks for core and overall general upper body development. And here's the full workout somewhere on screen, so you can just screenshot it again and save it for later. The upper body workout split will be a mixture of the push and pull movements we have just discussed, so I'll put it somewhere on here again and you can just save it, and that's it for that. Next up, I wanna ask you a question. Would you ever see your favorite character, think Goku, Asta, Toji, skip leg day? I don't think so, so we won't either. Legs are so important for building a general balanced physique and also for athleticism, because we don't only want to look like Toji, but we also want to move like him. For legs, our main exercise will be the good old squat. Try to go below 90 degrees. If you can't manage that yet, progress slowly by going down further and further by working on your mobility and leg strength. But I think that most people want to make them a bit harder because bodyweight squats are a bit easy for most people, and my favorite variations are jump squats, pause squats. If you want to make it even harder, try some assisted pistol squats or even full pistol squats if you can manage them. Next up will be lunges to work on our unilateral strength and power. You can do them either walking or standing, it doesn't really matter, just do whatever you prefer. If you want to make them a bit easier, you can support yourself by holding on to something. If you want to make them a bit harder, I would swap them for Bulgarian split squats to really make your legs bleed, man. The last leg exercise will be the glute bridge to build up our hamstrings and build some thick, juicy booty cheeks. They will give us that full balanced look, and they are also great for forwards momentum, so think like sprints or horizontal jumping, they're awesome for that. If you want to make those a bit easier, just move your heels closer to your booty. If you want to make them a bit harder, move them further away or try some paused variations. Or if you want to make them even harder, you can move on to single leg glute bridges or single leg paused glute bridges. We can't forget the abs to have your anime waifu drooling over your chiseled six pack. My favorite exercise for that is the leg raise. The progression goes as follows. You start with laying down, bend knee leg raises, move on to laying down straight leg knee raises, then you can move on to hanging bent knee leg raises, and then you can move on to the hardest variation, which will be straight leg hanging leg raises. The full workout will be on screen here somewhere, so you know the drill, just screenshot it and save it and you're good. And now we'll move on to arguably one of the most important things, the 5 non-negotiable ground rules. So number 1, you have to train with intensity in every set. As All Might said, go beyond! The second rule is you have to keep your form clean and consistent so you can make progress long term without cheating yourself or ego lifting. Your rest time should be about 2 to 3 minutes, so we're not just doing cardio, but actually building muscle and actually giving our muscle enough time to recover between sets. You should also prioritize recovery, so aim for about 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night and try to go to bed at around the same time each day. And lastly, the most important thing, you have to build up consistency. This will make or break your long-term success 10 out of 10 times. The easiest way for me to build up consistency and stick to my routine was to actually find genuine enjoyment in the process and in the training part. It's only logical. If you look forward to every training and you actually want to do that, you'll be addicted faster than most DBZ fans can say that Goku Solo is your favorite verse. That's it for me. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. I'll be sure to answer them. You can subscribe to join the community, and you should remember, work hard and be kind to yourself and others.